Knowledge waits to be my own. What truths will each symbol free? As future keeper, what is the key? What truths lie waiting to be shown? The mural on the ceiling, the secrets they're revealing. From dragons.
When Tvelik Nirmax first came to Estolia, the nation already possessed a strong artistic culture. The artisan workshops within the Temple Mountain occupied nearly as much space as those of the temple itself. One saw it everywhere, in the embellishments built into the three historic buildings, the temple, the cathedral, and the palace, in the fonts developed for Estolian presses, in the many and varied murals gracing the palace ceilings. Only music remained sparsely populated. There were popular vocalists and a small but well-used cadre of instrumental groups who accompanied ceremonies and state events. Yet the absence of true musical genius became apparent only once that void was filled. Such genius, perhaps, is seen but once in several generations. Meredith Zakarian, Estolian Culture, 1st edition.
Like the day before, the day of their actual birthday had belonged to the citizens. Full from the excellent dinner provided by the royal cook, Xavier and his brother were relaxing in their new quarters. They were still adjusting to the space. The room, situated at the top of the tower, felt very spacious. During the dinner, Xavier had asked his mother,
"Why didn't you and father choose the highest level?"
She had glanced around before leaning close to whisper in Xavier's ear.
"I've never been fond of heights. Your father understood immediately that quarters with windows overlooking the valley would unnerve me.
She smiled.
He is very gallant, you know."
After they bathed and prepared for bed, he considered sharing these small confidences with Max, but chose to cherish her words as something she wanted him, and only him, to know. Their parents,
Good night, boys.
Drifted up the stairs. Xavier looked at his brother.
"It feels weird to be 12.
He said,
I was thinking about how soon we'll be acolytes. Dad said he thought we should try to go to Oxford like he did. I think he's right."
Is that because deity tells you it is right?
Max asked. He wiggled his eyebrows while trying to suppress a giggle.
"Maybe you are supposed to be keeper. Uncle Rickard probably got it wrong."
Max laughed at that.
No way. Being king is easy. You take the hard job.
Xavier shrugged. He looked away from his brother and looked up at the ceiling over his bed. The best thing about the tower room was that it was at the top of the tower, so they had a very high ceiling. There was even a staircase along one wall leading to the tower garden.
"Cousin Luella told me that we have to allow her to pass through our room to tend the garden."
Who cares?
Max flopped onto his bed and pulled open the book Uncle Antonio had given him, Pinocchio with full-color illustrations on heavy paper. Tissue paper crackled as he brushed it aside from the first plate. He turned to the facing Italian and English. Xavier glanced at his own gift from their uncle, Dante's Inferno, before leaning back to study the mural painted on the ceiling above him. It was an artistic rendering of Estolia as a map. Just over his head was the old mother forest, and near his toes were the Dragonspine Islands. He studied the trees painted into the forest, trying to figure something out. Suddenly, one feature crystallized for him.
"That's weird,"
he said.
What?
Max asked, glancing up for a moment, before looking back at the book in front of him.
"Remember when we were reading Capítulo 55 in school?"
Yeah, you liked that one a lot.
Max said. He closed his book and rolled over to look at his brother.
"I think that was when I realized that the capítulos are all numbered in the old Estolian numbering system. It looked brilliant."
So, why does it matter?
"Look at the mural, Max. There's a 5, plain as day, painted on the trunk of the tallest tree."
It's just a coincidence, Zed. Why would anyone paint a 5 on the trunk of a tree?
"What if it's a clue?"
Xavier said. Max crossed the room and lay next to Xavier, looking up at the ceiling.
Everything is upside down.
He complained. He turned around so his head was at the foot of the bed and looked up at the mural. Xavier followed his example.
That is better.
he said.
I see a 3.
Max said suddenly, clutching at his brother's arm and pointing to the northwest of the island.
See, Zed? They're on the dragon spines.
By the time their parents knocked on the door and reminded them that, 12 or not, they did still need to go to sleep at a reasonable hour, they had discovered the numbers from 1 through 7. Once the lights were off, and Xavier could hear his brother's light snoring, he found that he could not sleep. He was thinking about the last 2 days, from their ride to see the dawn yesterday, to the different celebrations, to moving into the top of the tower today. Every event had been rich with impressions. He wished there was not a question as to which one of them was the firstborn. It was not fair of deity to make everything so uncertain. As he drifted off to sleep, he heard a soft, feminine voice whispering in his ear.
Think carefully, Xavier Archimedes Zakarian. Deity often has a purpose in what she does. Perhaps you need to have this ambiguity. Remember, I am with you always.
A 5 upon the tallest tree. A mural on the ceiling. The secrets they're revealing. From dragon spines to mountain spires.
What are you doing, Zed?
Max stood in the bathroom doorway, a towel draped around his waist. Xavier was propped against his pillows, sketchpad balanced on his knees, neck craned back toward the ceiling. He looked over at his brother and said,
Drawing the mural.
Why?
I think it is a treasure map.
Xavier's eyes drifted back to the ceiling, then down to his sketchpad as he added a detail.
Really? Wow.
Max flopped on Xavier's bed next to him.
Did you have a nice lesson?
Xavier asked, eyes still on the sketchpad.
Cousin Jameson raised the jumps several inches today. Rickety cleared them cleanly.
Max was silent for several minutes, watching his brother draw.
What are you going to do with the treasure map?
He asked.
What do you think?
Xavier asked, not looking up from his sketchpad.
Hunt for the treasure?
Max sat up.
Can we really, Zed?
Sure.
Will we really find treasure?
Xavier looked up at the mural. The artist had made it look as though a dragon truly lay buried beneath the sea, its body the bare bones of the island, only the dragon spine islands betraying the buried reptile. The dragon's eye marked the southern shore. His brother's question caught up with him. He lowered the sketchpad and glanced at Max, who was slowly scanning the mural.
I think it will be a treasure beyond price, Max.
Xavier drawled.
But not gold or diamonds or anything like that. Nothing boring.
I would like to find the bastet.
Max said.
I think the biggest treasure to the two of us is knowledge.
Xavier said slowly.
The secrets will bring us knowledge that is beyond price.
A dragon lies beneath the sea. Its bones the island's frame. The dragon spine